WNBA star rookie Angel Reese will sit out the rest of the season after suffering a wrist injury.
Chicago Sky rookie forward Angel Reese was ejected from the game last night after drawing consecutive technical fouls.
I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. I just want to always just know, like, I'm still here.
Angel Reese has been everywhere lately, on social media, in the headlines, and all over the sports world. But now, it feels like the conversation around her has shifted. People are still talking, but it's not with the same excitement as before. From rumors about her future to some off-court drama, it seems like the Bayou Barbie might be losing some of her shine, or is she? Just a few months ago, Reese was riding high after leading LSU to its first ever national championship. She delivered a huge performance in the title game with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, helping her team crush Iowa 102-85. That win wasn't just any championship victory, it was historic. Reese set a new NC double, a single-season record with 34 double-doubles, and who could forget her unforgettable taunt at the end of the game. With the victory in hand, she followed Iowa's Caitlin Clark around the court, waving her hand in front of her face, the famous "you can't see me" gesture popularized by John Cena. Then, as if to seal the deal, she pointed to her ring finger to show that the championship was hers. The internet went wild after that. Some called her actions disrespectful and unsportsmanlike, accusing her of crossing the line.
Realized through watching yesterday's game and the backlash that Angel Reese has faced for simply doing this was both gender bias and racial bias was exposed.
But Angel Reese wasn't backing down from the criticism. She hit back, pointing out the double standard in the way people reacted. After all, Iowa's Caitlin Clark had done the same "you can't see me" gesture earlier in the tournament, and hardly anyone batted an eye. Reese made it clear she wasn't apologizing for being herself. In fact, her boldness only added to her status as a cultural icon. Whether people loved her or hated her, they couldn't ignore her. Still, things started to shift just a bit. Reese's senior season with LSU remained strong. She led the Tigers to the Elite Eight of the 2024 NCAA tournament, putting up a monstrous 17 points and 20 rebounds in a rematch against Iowa. Despite her huge effort, LSU lost 94-87. But that loss didn't suggest a decline. It felt more like unfinished business. Then came the big moment everyone had been waiting for: Reese entering the WNBA. The buzz was real, and for good reason. She had the accolades: two-time All-American, SEC Player of the Year, NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player. She had the skills, the swagger, and the attitude. So when the Chicago Sky selected her with the 7th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, it felt like the start of something huge, a new chapter that would shine just as brightly as her college career. But life in the WNBA isn't always as smooth as it seems from the outside. Still, Reese brought the same fire to the pros, and at first, it looked like she was picking up right where she left off. She quickly made waves with the Chicago Sky, rewriting the record books. In her rookie season, she didn't just put up impressive rebound numbers. She set a historic record, hauling in 446 rebounds, the most ever in WNBA history.
Angel Reese there, her second offensive board.
Angel Reese's rookie season in the WNBA was nothing short of historic. She not only averaged a remarkable 13.1 rebounds per game, but also set a new all-time record with 446 total rebounds, making her a force on the boards. Her 5.1 offensive rebounds per game almost broke the all-time offensive rebounding record, falling just 0.5 short. With 172 offensive boards, she set another single-season record, proving she was a nightmare for defenders every time a shot went up. However, despite rewriting the record books, Reese found herself overshadowed. In any other year, her performance would have locked up Rookie of the Year honors, but standing in her way was Caitlin Clark, her old college rival, who entered the league with just as much fire and even more hype. Clark's star power and her exceptional performances made the award race feel out of reach for Reese from the start. Then, just when Reese was building momentum, she suffered a wrist injury in early September, just days after one of her standout games. The injury, which required surgery, forced her to miss the final 6 games of the season, leaving fans speculating about the timing of her absence. Now, there's been some buzz about Reese potentially leaving the WNBA altogether, but that's not the case. Instead of stepping away, Reese is taking on a new challenge. She's joining a select group of WNBA stars in a newly formed 3-on-3 league called Unrivaled, founded by Brianna Stewart of the New York Liberty and Nafisa Collier of the Minnesota Lynx. This has sparked speculation about her future in the WNBA, but Reese has made it clear she's not leaving the game. She's using this opportunity to sharpen her skills, saying she's excited to compete in the new league, focus on her game, and grow as a player. Her decision to join Unrivaled comes at a time when the Chicago Sky, the team Reese plays for, is going through some changes. The Sky recently fired head coach Teresa Weatherspoon, who had been a key figure in Reese's development during her rookie season. That shakeup, combined with Reese's new move, has led some fans to jump to conclusions about her future. But in reality, Reese is simply embracing a new challenge and using it as a way to continue evolving as a player. Love her or not, one thing is clear. Angel Reese is here to stay, and she's only getting started. Angel Reese's bond with her former coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, ran deep, and the news of Weatherspoon's sudden firing hit hard. Reese expressed her emotions on X, formerly Twitter, sharing how much Weatherspoon had meant to her during such a critical time in her life. "I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words," Reese wrote. "She was the only person who believed in me, the one who trusted me when so many others didn't. Being a black woman in sports, with all the criticisms and doubts, it was tough, but she always had my back." This heartfelt message showed just how much Weatherspoon's mentorship had helped Reese navigate the challenges of professional basketball, especially after facing so much adversity. The firing of Weatherspoon wasn't just a personal loss for Reese. It also marked a turning point for the Chicago Sky, who were already struggling. Reese's injury in early September, which sidelined her for the final stretch of the season, had a major impact. Without her rebounding, defense, and energy, the Sky faltered, ultimately missing the playoffs. It exposed weaknesses in the team and contributed to the end of Weatherspoon's short tenure as head coach. Despite the emotional roller coaster and all the setbacks, Reese isn't dwelling on the past. Instead, she's focused on the future. It's easy for people to want to see those at the top fall. But for Reese, this isn't a downfall, it's a reset. She's taking this moment to remind everyone why she's one of the best in the game. Reese has also spoken about the possibility of teaming up with Caitlin Clark in the future. Reflecting on their rivalry, she said, "We brought a lot of fans to this league, and I think we're going to keep doing that. Hopefully, one day we can be teammates." It might sound surprising, but the two stars have already shared the court during the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game, leading their team to a 117-109 victory over Team USA. Looking ahead, the biggest opportunity could be in 2028, when both Reese and Clark might be representing Team USA at the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. So call it a step back if you want, but for Angel Reese, this is just the warm-up for what's next. The future is still wide open for her, and she's ready to take it on.